Hey everybody, welcome back to what am I doing here? ParaMystic podcast with Kristina Bloom. It's been a long day. Hey, but everybody, I am here with my good friend Gayle Christensen.
Hey guys,
who is the owner of
Sacred
Waterways Gathering Place LLC in Cornell, Michigan. Right? Cornell, Michigan. Okay. I always say Escanaba, and it's not Escanaba, it's Cornell, but it's close to Escanaba. So we are here together in the same screen, obviously, and we are here to talk about the paranormal UP, the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, for those who don't know what UP stands for, because I know this goes out worldwide. So it's the Upper Peninsula of Michigan in the United States, and it's this tract of land, this peninsula that is attached to the top of Wisconsin, but ironically not actually attached to Michigan. So there we go. There's your background on the UP.
And close to Canada.
And close to Canada. Yeah, we're pretty close to Canada. Yeah, dear. Hey. So what, we've had so many paranormal experiences just here.
Yeah.
Never mind the other places we've both gone in the UP. It's kind of all over the place. I recently went to the Paulding Light.
I haven't been there.
Oh,
I have not been there. I need to go there.
Yeah. It was work. It was playing with us. Like it was responding to us, talking to it.
See, that'd be fun.
Yeah, it was so cool. We had so much fun doing that. And it was a whole group of us. Bunch of silly people, to be honest with you, but we were having a good time. It was a group of 8 psychics, I believe. So we were playing with the light and getting it to move and go all different places. It was very, very cool. My grandson still refuses to believe that that's not moon.
Oh,
because it looks like the moon in the pictures.
I've heard a lot about it and different opinions.
Yeah, a lot of different opinions.
With stuff that we've seen just happen. Stuff happens.
Okay, so let's talk about Sacred Waterways, because there's a lot that goes on here. She's got a haunted train.
Where do you want to start?
Let's start with a haunted train. Yes, it's literally train cars, antique train cars, full-size train cars on her property that are haunted.
Yeah, it was dated back to 1860, 1870, according to the historian.
Mm-hmm.
He one of the guys that was here, I should say 8 years ago, maybe somewhere in there, was a psychic, and I didn't know who he was. And he's the one that told me it was over in Illinois at one point, and that there was a gentleman that resided on the train he was black in color, but not the race. He was looking dirty black. And we're like, okay. He said he worked in the coal. And
that would make sense.
Shoveling
the coal.
Yeah. And prior to that, I had heard a voice on the train. And with the name of Guh, starting with Guh. And then he comes back and tells me that the name sounds like Guh. And I'm like, oh, okay. Well, that one of the spirits that resides here is Gus.
Yes.
So Gus lives on the train. We get the cold wind, we get the cold breeze, we get things moving. There's the train move. We had a video recording of the train
moving, but I just want to make sure I have this correct. There are no wheels under it.
No wheels.
Not
on tracks.
The wheels have been taken off. It's not on tracks. But I am telling you, I've experienced this several times now. If you start talking to the spirits on that train, it feels like you're moving. Like you just start doing this because it feels like the whole train is moving.
And going back, you're literally like you're stopping and you're picking up, and all of a sudden you're standing still, and now you'll go backwards.
Yep.
And you'll go around corners,
Yes.
corners.
Around corners.
Let's go this way.
Yeah.
But it literally is, you are like moving. You can see, it looks like trees moving in the windows.
Yes.
It's like you're riding a train. You're going from stop to stop.
Yeah, it's pretty magical.
And we're not the only ones that felt this.
No.
I mean, there's several people that have experienced
I could think of like 6 people off the top of my head who have had similar experiences in that train.
So
yeah,
just the train alone. So then we have, so Gus is one of the spirits. So, up there, there's a spirit that is in the house. Actually, Rez has seen a lady that's in the house. I have not seen her. I have seen a gentleman, and I'm starting to think he is either McKeever, the manager of the train, or Payne, the owner of the train. So this was a private train car. This car, I should go back. This car was actually, it was an Illinois Central train. It was sold to Copper Range Railroad in 1900. Copper Range had it. Now, Copper Range is up in the western part of the UP. Okay, so it's about 3 hours from here.
Right.
And they sold it to them. They did all the copper, all that up here in the western part of the UP. Underneath the train, when you look in Little Peak-hole, you can see copper underneath it. You can see copper shavings. So right where the icebox would have been,
okay,
which would make sense.
That does make sense, right?
Because they took this car and they made it the personal car of the funder of Copper Range Railroad. He's the one that actually, the funder of Copper Range, this is his private car. They call it the Ingot, or when he wasn't in town from Boston, they would call it business car number 99.
Okay.
And then his manager, McKeever, would use the car. So it's got 2 purposes. So they had his private, there's the ceiling tile up there it's like a linen kind of material.
It's beautiful.
It's
hand painted.
The windows up there are etched. They're etched windows. I mean, it's not like just this old car. The car is pretty nice for that old.
It was built to be a luxury car, or at least it was redesigned to be a luxury car.
Yeah. And then in 1914, they sold it to Escanaba Lumber Company. Actually, it's E&LS out of Wells.
Okay.
And I find it kind of funny because I literally grew up in Wells and I end up in Cornell, and the train, the last station was in Wells and then ended up in Cornell.
So here's another little mystery about the train. How did it get here?
Nobody knows how the train got here.
Exactly. Yes.
So we can't find it. But what's interesting is the neighbor that recently passed the last few years worked on the railroad. And you cannot tell me that gentleman did not know how a train got put on land at his brother's house next door.
Right.
He went to his dying grave knowing that.
Yes, he did not spill.
The train tracks are across the road, though.
Okay.
So the train tracks were, they're not active now, but they're across the road, so they're not far.
Okay. It is interesting, though, that there's no history of how it actually got here with no wheels on.
No, and I just actually talked to somebody. I just had a train open house here last weekend. And one of the couples that live in Cornell had came out, and her grandma had wrote the history of Cornell.
Okay.
And there's not one thing about a train ending up in Cornell. There's everything else, not a train.
Not the train.
Not a train. And it was used by multiple families for storage. That we know.
Yeah.
But how it got here, we
don't know.
So when I bought,
best kept secret in Michigan.
It is, I think so.
Yeah.
When I bought the property, the end of the train, because there's 2 cars, it's 1 car, but it's divided into 2. The one end was used as storage. The other end was used as like almost like a lumber. They had wood shop in there. So,
Okay.
you know, when I got the property, cleaned it up, had no clue what I was going to do with it, you know, and it just started taking on a life of its own, literally.
Right. It does take
Literally.
on a life. Okay. So now it's taking on a life of its own, and it's moving into, you're starting this new venture with the train. Let's hear about that, because there was an auto garage like right next to the train. And what she has done with that auto garage is amazing. We actually tried to do this here, but we didn't have a strong enough signal. We tried to do it there, but
well, where do I even go?
Yeah.
So the garage, literally, so the train overhang attaches to the garage. So it's like a breezeway.
Right.
Probably would be the best way to say it.
Between the train and the garage. Yeah.
So this past summer, I opened up the end door, the way end door, because you couldn't get in the train from the very far end. Got that open. So as you walk in through the train now, you can get in the one end and go through the train. And then you can go out into the garage, which now is the Witch's Hat Depot, Witch's Hat Depot is a true Michigan, and I think it's in other states. Don't hold me to that, but
Okay.
I know in Michigan, they're called Witch's Hat Depot because of the cone roof on the depots.
Oh,
They're
yeah,
called
yeah.
Witch's
Okay.
Hat Depot.
Because of the building style.
Because
Yes.
of the building style. So even though I don't got the cone roof, it's called Witch's Hat Depot, and it's platform number 426 because I'm on County Road 426. So you got to go into the depot, and when you get into the depot, we have other spirits, and yeah,
I did a seance in there.
Yeah,
Lots of spirits. Yeah.
So we have a little bit of Harry Potter in the depot, a little bit of Viking, Western Saloon. I got a hooskow. If anyone knows what a hooskow is, I should just leave it like that. See how many
people comment on it.
Yeah. How many know what a hooskow is? So for all these years,
a lot of crows in there, though.
For
a lot of crows.
All these years, I always said hooskow.
Yeah.
Skow.
Gow with a G, right?
Yeah.
Hooskow with a G.
So that's how we're going to leave. You can figure it out.
Or Google it.
Google it. Yeah. Google it. Got one of those.
Got one of those.
So I'm starting to do murder mystery dinners in there. So, and the first one we did was the night on the midnight train. And it's like, I got the train. I don't need the backdrop, you know?
Right,
so it kind of works pretty good. Now I'm doing another one. So it's going to be like a Western. So you ride the train, you go into there, you know, there's just crazy. There's so much different stuff that we can do.
Right.
I mean, I have a lot of crazy friends that do crazy stuff. So
I don't know what she's talking about.
Two of them are outside.
Two of them are outside. Yeah. So at the beginning of the property, we have the train, we have the Witch's Hat Depot. And as we come down to the driveway, we see a beautiful river.
Yep. Escanaba River.
And what is on the other side of the Escanaba River?
And then that's where our buddies are. So I say Bogoji Nini. So, which is Sabi, Yeti, Bigfoot, whatever.
Sasquatch.
Yes.
Yep.
Very interaction between what I want, automatic writing, just talking.
Channeling.
Yeah.
They have, I don't know who else they've channeled through, but I know they've channeled through me. A couple of them.
Coral.
They channeled through Coral.
Coral got it. Coral got it. No, it was Galactic. Oh yeah, we have Galactic.
We have Galactic too. Yeah.
So
and spirits in the house. We've got Galactic. We've got aliens in the sky. We've got the Bigfoot across the river. We've got spirits in the train. This is like a very, very cool place.
Now, somebody has said, and it might have been you, I'm not sure, that there is 4 native, I have 4 like native guardians that are on the corners of the property.
Yes.
I did have a teepee. The teepee just turned into a sweat lodge. So
I noticed that.
Yeah, it was kind of at its last life. So I was asked to put a sweat lodge up from an elder. So got that accomplished.
Awesome.
There's also a house. It's kind of like more of a native theme kind of, I guess. Native hippie.
Native hippie. That's a good native boho.
Pretty much.
It's pretty much native boho. But you know, the thing is, like, when you're coming down the driveway, it just looks like a shed.
Yeah.
You can't tell that's a bunkhouse.
Right. No.
Which is cool. And now you've got this other outdoor kitchen that you've made.
Yeah. I got a pavilion that's 20 by 40 with an upper level, kind of like the crow's nest, eagle's nest, whatever you want to call it.
I almost climbed up there today.
You should have. The little pull ladder down is there.
Pull down the ladder, yeah.
And climb up there tomorrow.
Okay.
Be careful.
I will.
Gotta make sure, right?
Yeah.
And then on the other side of the house, there's a little tiny, I call it the pump house. It's like a single sleep-in quarter, that people can stay.
Yeah.
But between being outside and going, I'm going to jump back to the Galactic because we've had experience with myself and my friend here, Coral. We were outside last July 3rd, and literally the river is not very far. It's across. I mean, you can see if somebody had a very good arm baseball, you could easily throw a baseball, especially the guys could throw a baseball across there easily.
Yeah.
Easily. So we were sitting there out there. We were out there and having a fire, and we started just kind of talking about the CE5s.
Yeah, we did CE5 here a couple of, was it like 3 years ago now?
Was it 2?
2 or 3 years?
I think it was 2. It was 2 Mays. It was May.
Okay. I know it was chilly outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the fire was going like this. It was cold.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because we got pictures there too. We got pictures of the green around me and up in the sky and then surrounding me and
right. And the lights in the sky that we saw.
That's so getting back to with Coral there, it literally, we seen a craft. And we're talking huge craft. My house is 40 foot long, and you take my house and you 2.5 times the size of that, and you put it in the trees up there. I mean, you could see the lights, you could see the lines, the temperature drop prior to that, the wind
picked up. Oh wow, did the wind pick up?
It was just like, oh my God, nobody's gonna even believe this. But that was only that was the first time. Then I was sleeping in the bunkhouse, and once again, I have all these wind chimes that are up in the ceiling. They don't move.
No, not
they don't. They're too high up. They don't move unless the ones right by the window. They might, move very little. The whole building shook. All the wind chimes moved. There was another friend with me out there, different friend. Did not wake up at all. I was going to wake her up, and I thought, if she's not waking up to this ain't meant for her. Right. And I went outside, and my whole sky, everything was blue. I mean, it was pitch black out. You couldn't see. We need a light to walk from the fire to the bunkhouse.
Oh yeah, it is really dark out here.
It's black out here.
Yeah. There's no artificial light.
No. So, and when I came, I went outside, and literally, like, I could see across the river, I could see the house, I could see down the river, I could see up the river, and it was all like blue. It was like I was in a blue bubble. I don't know if I went somewhere. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Well, either way, it doesn't seem to bother you. So.
No, because it's like, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Hey, fam.
It is.
Yeah, that is cool. I have been in other parts of the Upper Peninsula, like out on the Keweenaw Peninsula, and I have seen crafts come up out of Lake Superior.
Yeah, I haven't seen that yet.
I was probably just at the right place at the right time, but came right up out of Lake Superior and then shot off to the left really fast.
Yeah.
Like that fast. I've seen the triangle crafts out there. Out on Kent's property. There were a bunch of us out there. There were 5 women, I believe. Coral being one of them, oddly enough. Seems to follow
We'll just blame Coral.
We're just blame Coral. It just follows her. But no, we had, and I recorded it too, but now I can't find the recording. But there was a spirit of a little girl, a little native girl who visited us when we were sitting just in this, I forget what they called it, but there's a couple seats and we were sitting there and I started singing this song. I haven't sung in years. It just like came out.
Wende Aho.
Wende Aho. Yeah. It just came out. And everybody's like, oh, that was beautiful. That was really nice. Then we got up to leave and this little girl was like right there with us. And I saw her by Jen's leg. So I pulled out my phone and started recording with the camera, like a video recording. And oddly enough, it didn't record her visually, but we could hear her sing Wende Aho back to us.
That's cool.
I still get goosebumps when I think about that. That was really cool. Yeah.
I'm going to hop back into the garage.
Yeah.
The last time we were here when Rez had remember when I was talking about Wells to Cornell and the ticket?
Yeah.
And whoever was in the train that day, or while in the train in our train depot, we were kind of just talking. And what equipment's that? What's the one that he was playing with?
I think it was K2 with the lights.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a K2 meter. Or it could have been, I don't remember the name of it. I don't remember the name of it. It could have been one of his other ones that stands up and has this antenna on it. I think it was the K2 though, because it had lights.
It did.
It was a K2.
Because we're sitting there, we're talking about all, just different, who was in there and all this. And everyone was talking and I wasn't talking at all. And all of a sudden I started talking about the ticket. I found a ticket on eBay that said it's a regular train ticket from 1944, and it said from Wells to Cornell. It was a regular train ticket, is what I was talking about.
Yeah.
And that thing that didn't do anything, it stayed in the same thing, spiked. It just kept spiking every time I would talk. It would just they were so excited. Right. They were so excited about that ticket. Mm-hmm. So the ticket's in the train now.
Awesome.
Yeah. Had to put the ticket in the train.
Where it should be.
Yes, I had to put the ticket in the train.
Yeah, absolutely. That is really cool. There's this whole area up here. First of all, there's very little city up here.
Yeah.
It's mostly wilderness. It's mostly small towns and wilderness. And there's a lot of spirit up here. There's a lot of native spirit. There's a lot of other spirit too. There's, a lot of UFO activity. There's a lot of Bigfoot activity. There's so much going on up here spiritually. And I feel like the people who are drawn to this part of the world or the country are drawn here because of that, because of the spirit. It just feels like that to me.
And I think a big thing about it too is the spiritual. We do a lot of spiritual things here.
Yes.
There's a lot of the native, like a lot of ceremonies. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of different ceremonies here.
Right.
And every time we're outside and we do something, we're always, honoring something, especially the water.
Right.
They're doing water ceremonies a lot. Now, a lot of times when we've had activity, we've had that water wheel ceremony, and that night is when we've had activity.
Yes.
So that's something I would like to do.
Right.
Coming up soon again too, and see what happens, because I don't think it's a coincidence at all.
Right. And I know Rainey wants to get back up here too. So that would be good. That'd be good. Speaking of, that was another thing. And channeling Wild Rose,
Mhm.
identified herself as Wild Rose, as a Bigfoot who does healings. And it was amazing. It was, I mean, it was, I watched some of the video you took because I wasn't present for it. It went through me, but I wasn't conscious of what was happening at the time. And you took video of me channeling her, and like
Still
my
got it.
face changed. My face got like flatter and wider. I don't know how else to say that. My nose got flatter. It was just really interesting channeling that through. And I have channeled her several times since then. And it's always because someone needs a healing. That's when she comes through.
And I found what was really, really cool about that is because when she was channeling and she was coming through, and some of the vocals she was making, but I kind of understood what she was saying, what she wanted me to do. It was like she wanted me to do something, because right prior to this happening, we were going to go do a healing on a friend outside.
Right.
And all of a sudden it was like, I need to sit down.
Yeah, I'm like looking at the chair over there that I sat in. I just need to just sit down. It was crazy.
And literally it was like, I knew she was telling me to do things. And it was like, I knew what had to be done. You know, I didn't have any, what was the bush?
I don't remember. I wasn't even conscious for it.
The thorn, it's in the back of my brain somewhere.
Yeah.
So
I was channeling, so I wasn't conscious of what was coming through. And I did after that, I watched the videos that you sent it to me, but I was literally speaking in that language, in their native language, which to me kind of sounds, as I listened to it later, sounds like a combination of local native tongue, light language, and some Asian for some reason thrown in. Like that's what it sounds like to me, like a combination of those things, which I thought was interesting.
Oh, I have a new one to share with you.
Oh, good.
I just thought about that. So this summer when we were making the sweat lodge, had a few people outside. And one of the gentlemen, he was never here before. And I did a drum workshop last year where I first met him. And I had my vest with Bigfoot on the back. And he wanted to talk about that.
Okay.
And so he had come, didn't say nothing, very quiet gentleman, didn't say a whole lot. He's come up to me later. He said, he pointed across the road, right across the river, exactly where.
Right, exactly
and
where
he
we all
said,
see.
Them 3 trees that are leaning like that weren't there when we came. I went, oh, interesting. And I said, them 3, you could see them. They're, they look this big, and they were all leaning. And I'm like, yeah, they weren't like that. And he says, there's something over there. And I'm like, yeah, there is. So at the end of our 2 days there was 3 of us. We walked across the river. He couldn't go because he just had knee surgery not long ago. So we walked across. You can walk across the river, so not bad. So we go over there. We could not find them trees. For the life of us, we went back and forth on that bank looking for these trees. Could not find these trees.
Well, that's interesting.
So we're trying to call him to tell him to get outside and try to point where they are because they're right there. And couldn't find the trees. So he gets out and he says, like, right there. And we're looking at the tree and Dee's standing up there and she's like, this one? And he's like, yeah, this one. Yeah. It was the size of her thumb.
Really?
It was the size of her thumb. It was a branch.
Wow.
And I'm like, you got to be kidding. I said, what was interesting is, I said, it led me right to ghost pipe. Well, ghost pipe is a very sacred medicine,
right.
Okay. I have not seen ghost pipe on these shores. I've walked these shores a lot.
And what is ghost pipe?
Ghost pipe is actually a medicine that they use in Native American for pain.
It's like a flower or
it's almost, it almost looks like see-through. It almost looks like transparent.
Okay.
You know, you can look it up. You can, but I have not seen ghost pipe on these shores at all.
Ever.
And
you've been here a long time.
I've been here since 2014.
Yeah.
I've never seen it here.
Wow.
So anyway, so it brought me right exactly where this ghost pipe was. And so when I came back and I'm telling him, I said, yeah, it was kind of cool. I said, it brought me to ghost pipe, but your trees that are this big that we all seen are the size of a palm, you know?
Yeah.
And he says, he looks at me and he says, I've been looking for ghost pipe for 2 years.
So it was his message.
Yep.
Wow. That's cool.
Yep.
That's cool.
So that was
Yeah.
the newest one here recently.
That is really cool.
So all kinds of stuff happens. There's
Yeah.
nothing that happens for just because or coincidence.
Right.
Everything happens for reasons.
Absolutely.
There's so many. I am blessed to be on the property. I'm blessed to have people like Kristina, you know, come, you know, your friends.
Mm-hmm.
But to have experiences and to be with people to have experiences with. It's not like just saying two people.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when you have a group of people that are experiencing, you know, different things, or, you know, because we have a lot of the people that come are a lot of different psychics. There are a lot of different, like I can feel energy. Occasionally I can see, you know, I got the knowing, I can, you know, stuff like that. But it's like, I can't, the one I can see, we're talking, we'll go back to the house here. There's a gentleman that likes coming in the house that's got a tan, creamish colored pants, suit coat, got like the old hat with the black band, can never see his face. He's usually in my bedroom. He don't freak me out in my bedroom. That's where I expect him to be. The one day I came in, I was coming in by the side door and he was on, and I had a door.
When I
had a door.
Oh yeah, you don't have a door
I don't have a
anymore.
door. When I had a door.
I'm observant.
And I went to open the door and he was standing on the other side. I said, that freaked me out because I didn't expect him to be in the kitchen.
Right.
You know, so Rez has seen him, but he's also seen a lady in the house, which I have not. But another interesting thing too, certain people come in, remember my pilot light goes out.
Yeah.
All the time. All the time. I don't know why. I don't know if it's the energy in the house. Because on my hot water tank, it is like when I have a bunch of spiritual people or high energy people, energetic people,
Mm-hmm.
the pilot light goes out ask her
Every time.
Every
time.
As soon as they leave.
The shower is cold. Oh yeah, the pilot light went out.
It's like soon as they leave, I can do 20 loads of laundry or dishes. It does not matter. It will stay on. Soon as I have a bunch of people, it will be out.
Especially high vibration people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
High vibration people, and it gets wonky. And even tonight at dinner, like I went out to dinner with Rez and Nate, and where we went to dinner, the lights were flickering while we were there. They kept dimming and getting dimmer and brighter and dimmer and brighter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That it just happens when we have people together who are very spiritual. So I have a question for you.
Uh-oh.
If someone wants to partake in one of your churches, or do ceremony here or whatever, how do they hold
world?
Yeah.
That world.
In the muggle world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hit and miss, you know, for right now. It's like I can do.
Yeah.
So I am blessed, and I'm kind of weaning in and getting everything. These are my guinea pigs.
Yes.
I have very nice guinea pigs.
I remember the first year we were guinea pigs, and like all the electricity blew. Like poof.
Literally, I thought, hey, look at this. A new stove, new fridge, new all this for these guys. I said, you figure it out. You know, new countertop, you know. But it was when these guys first came, it's like, okay, you're really my guinea pigs. I need to do to what helping grow? I've been seeing all this art.
We have been.
Yeah,
It's really been pretty amazing. Yeah.
So Messenger, give me a call, because I'm not doing a website until I'm literally retired, because otherwise I'll get too busy. So I just slowly moving in.
And so on Messenger, you are
Gayle.
Gayle Christensen.
Yeah, there's a couple different ones on there because I can't find my password to get rid of it.
I have one of those too.
Yeah, it's like oopsie.
Yeah, or can they reach you through the Sacred Waterways Gathering Place page?
Well, that kind of got taken over by all ads, and I don't even go on there.
Oh, then never mind.
Yeah. I mean, eventually I'll do something new, but it just made me upset. So it's like, okay. Yeah. They kind of like took it over. So that's the only thing right now. Actually, Messenger, call me. 906-399-5131.
Okay.
That would be probably the best
way to call you to reserve.
Yeah. Send me a text.
Or come up and do a paranormal investigation or whatever. But yeah.
Yeah, and I always, every time before anyone comes, don't matter if Kristina, Rez, whoever it is, I will go in the train and go wherever in the garage, wherever I go. I always tell them I have friends coming. Mm-hmm. This is their land, not our land.
Right.
This is their land, and if they want to partake or visit, it's up to them.
Right.
And they don't have to if they don't want to.
Exactly. When I walked in your house today, I said bonjour. Because I wanted to greet the spirits that are here, and it's only right to do so. So this is their place.
We just got someone come in.
Yeah, I felt that.
Someone just came in.
Yeah, I just felt that too.
So besides the fly.
Besides this fly that's been driving us crazy the whole time.
But so I always tell everybody, in the spiritual realm, this is, I protect them. They're if anybody's going to come and they're all welcome to leave anytime they want to leave. They know that,
right?
But for the ones that, I think the ones that actually come through that night when we were doing up in the train, I think we had maybe some stragglers coming through there.
I think we did, yeah.
I think there was a few stragglers that had kind of come through, maybe just for a rest or something. But pretty much they're locals.
Yeah,
they're pretty much.
There is a trail along the riverfront where I see them going. But they don't stop. They're just on their trail.
And the Noke Indians are the ones that actually traveled these waters. Okay. It was the Noke. And a lot of people do see teepees on the other side, or they hear the canoes and they hear,
I saw a canoe once and I did a double take and it wasn't there.
Yeah.
Like, because I know there are people who, kayak and canoe on the river, but no, this was definitely not that.
Yeah. So there is a lot, and not just here in the UP itself. Mm-hmm. Literally, there's so many places to go. But once again, there's a lot of Ojibwe, Potawatomi is the majority of the natives that are up here.
Right.
Ceremony is still a lot, it's still a big thing.
Right. And now there's this whole other community of spiritual people and healers and that are not necessarily of the native slant, but there are a lot of energy healers. There are a lot of I lost my train of thought there, but I know there are a lot of psychics up in this area. There are a lot of people who are spiritual that aren't necessarily native either, and that brings in even more spirit.
And that's kind of like what we're doing with these women's gatherings. It's women, mostly women, most of them, with all different modalities.
Right.
And it does not matter. It's all coming together for one thing. Is for helping whoever needs help. For one,
right.
It's helping whatever. I mean, it could be the land outside or the water. It could be anything.
Right.
Coming together with different ways to do it. And it's like not just my way. It's how it's putting all these things together. It's making new puzzles together and making it your own.
Right. And you brought up the women's group kind of out of nowhere. So let's give some background on that so people have some context.
Well, so that kind of started last summer. Was it last summer or 2 summers already?
Last summer.
I think it was last summer.
Yeah.
It was last fall.
Yeah.
Because we kind of had a gathering here.
Mm-hmm.
And from there, we wanted, let me back up. I was told by another different elder that these women were going to get together and they were going to do this. And it was women from all over, everywhere. I mean, from everywhere.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay. Okay. So we ended up, there was, I don't know how many of us were here. Like,
I don't think
10?
I've been to any of them because I work weekends. And they always get together on weekends.
I think there was like 12, maybe 12 of us. But from that group, somebody from that group volunteered up at Houghton, Michigan, to have another gathering. And then from that gathering, there was more people that came, that, people that they knew. Open minds is a big thing, because you don't want to start talking about Bigfoot and have somebody not believe in that, because you take away the magic and you take away the possibility of something happening. Right. Same as a galactic, or same as anything. If you take away and say, oh, you're full of it, it is. I did. Here, I'll take it back. So it does. It takes away. So if you got somebody coming in that's going to be so judgmental, you're taking away that key, that magic. Key. Yeah. It's almost like when you're typing and you have a key that's not working. Well, you got to leave that key home.
Right. Don't bring that one.
Yeah. I mean, not saying that they never can go, but it's like not at that time.
Right. And some of the events that you've had, some of the gatherings, women's gatherings, have been really based around healing.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've been hearing a lot about that. I've been hearing a lot about how they're based around healing.
And it's the healers getting healed.
Yes. Which is so important.
It's the healers that really need the healing, because they're putting all their energy into other people and other things that they normally don't take time for themselves.
Right, exactly.
So from that one up in Houghton, we went down to Rhonda's, down to Sheboygan.
Sheboygan, Michigan, not Sheboygan, Wisconsin.
Yep.
Just be clear.
Yep. 2 Sheboygans.
2 Sheboygans.
Then we went to Wisconsin Rapids.
Okay.
Wisconsin.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, literally, it's kind of like all over the place.
All over this.
Alpena, Michigan, Lower Michigan.
Okay.
We were down in Alpena. We've been all over.
Yeah, you have been all over.
Yeah.
That's really cool. I mean, I love it when people gather. And I mean, I love it when women gather, because it's just a sisterhood. And I'll be doing that actually in November. We're doing a retreat at Teresa's.
Yeah.
In Lorium.
Yeah, Lorium.
Calumet.
Houghton. Bye, Houghton.
Michigan in the UP, in the Keweenaw Peninsula. And it's just something magical about women gathering in nature that I love.
And then I just came back from Wyoming, so I just started another one in Wyoming. Not Wyoming, Michigan either.
No, Wyoming.
The state.
The state of Wyoming. Yeah. Wyoming has its own magic. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I mean, I had such a profound experience in the mountains in Wyoming.
We went up to the medicine wheel.
The medicine wheel.
We went up there.
Medicine Mountain.
We took our pipes up there, and we went up there and sat on top there in the circle.
Yeah, that is just, that's its own world there. Yeah, pretty amazing. Wow, this has been an incredible discussion, and I just want to make sure, because her name is not up on the screen because we're sharing a screen. Gayle is spelled Gayle.
Hey. I'm proud of you.
Because if someone looks up a different spelling for Gayle, you're not going to find her. And Christensen ends in an EN.
Yeah, Tensen.
Yes. So if you're looking for her, that is the correct spelling so that you can find her. Let's see. Next weekend, I'm going to be at Paganomicon in Eau Claire. So it's a 2-day pagan festival and psychic and wellness fair, and who knows what else. I think they're having a dance. I think they're having
Fun.
Yeah. So I will be working there.
And I'm doing a murder mystery.
And you're doing a murder mystery. I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you, Gayle, so much.
Oh, you're welcome.
For joining me this evening. And thank you, everyone, for tuning in and listening. And hopefully we'll be popping up some lives in the next few days, because I'm going to be asking more people, as long as I'm up in the Upper Peninsula, about their paranormal adventures. So take care, everyone, and I'll see you again soon.
Have a great night.